In the Word Builder series, the student will work to combine phonetic sounds to decode words, build his fine motor skills, improve his spelling, and build fluency by reading story booklets aloud in class. Parental interaction is essential when the child is reading a word list aloud each day. The student will complete 4 pages in his booklet every day. In Word Builder's Booklet K, the student will learn to read words that have the NK and NG blends. Throughout this booklet, you may see unusual markings on some words. These markings indicate a helpful hint to decode and read these words correctly. Located on the front inside cover is a reference chart to help you and your child better understand the hint markings on the word. NG and NK blends change some vowel sounds. They create glued sounds. Here it would be said as ang and ank. Here it would be said as ing and ink. Here it would be said as ong or onk. Here it would be said as ung or unk. On the word list, have the student sound out each letter and say the word. Always do the words located in the review box first. You may guide the child to decode the word by tracing your finger along the arrow. Encourage the student to read the word faster each time. The student should read the word like this: stub, stub. Let's practice some of our NG and K words. Some will have a long vowel sound, while others will have a short vowel sound. Here are some examples of how the words should be read. Sting, blank. On this activity, the student will say each group of words and then write the correct word under the correct picture in that row. Here, the student would read aloud the first group of 3 words. For each word, the student will find the matching picture in that row. Once he finds the correct picture, he should write the matching word underneath the picture and cross out the used word. In this activity, the student will identify the picture, circle the correct spelling, and write it underneath. The child should ask himself which is the correct spelling for the picture. Once he decides which is correct, he should circle the correct spelling and write the word underneath. This is the part of Word Builders where fine motor skills are trained and perfected. Use the arrows and numbers as guidance on how to correctly form each letter. Next, have the student trace the letter in the correct form while saying the sound and blend the sounds together to form the word. In this activity, the student will work on fine motor while also practicing the looking ahead technique. When decoding words and reading in general, being able to look ahead is what leads to an exceptional fluency level. Here, the student will trace through the maze to connect the pictures. Nonsense words will be seen on word lists throughout this series. Nonsense words are an excellent way to practice the decoding technique. While these are not real words, they are still just as important to practice as the rest of the word list. Have the student sound out each letter and try to read the word faster each time. The nonsense word should be read like this: quink, quink. After each booklet is completed, there will be a classwork test done at your Gideon Center with a Gideon instructor to determine mastery so the student may move on to the next booklet. The student must read the word list fluently, understand the book's concepts, recognize vocabulary words, and make 5 or less mistakes in order to pass. For any further questions or explanations, please contact your Gideon instructor.